What's up guys, my name's Dychronic, your host on this Destiny tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you the new patch notes as of 1.0.1, basically the new patch notes after the beta. So the beta was released so that they can figure out all of the different things that are wrong with the game, all the different glitches and things that they can improve and make the game better. There's a lot of things in here that I didn't expect and a lot of things I did expect. A lot of things are going to be changing around the way I play the game and a lot of things that will be affecting the videos that I produce in the future. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. So there's a few things that happen to the classes. The most notable thing is agility is now more impactful and more speed acceleration. So agility is actually useful, or at least I hope so, because in the beta it was not very useful at all. Titan has a bunch of different things where they amplified some things and reduced a lot of things, because I know the Titan is a little bit more powerful than it should be. As well as everything else, and a lot of things are just increasing in additional damage for the Hunter, as well as his defensive abilities. And of course the Warlock with his big Nova Bomb, where the Vortex thing would keep pulsing, is now reduced from 5 seconds to 3.5 seconds, because that was just overpowered and unnecessary. Other things were bust, and in general things you can read here, but for the most part, the most interesting thing to me was the weapons. They improved a bunch of different things, like the penalties from extended sprinting, the rounds, and when you swap weapons in the inventory, you know how usually you swap the special ammo, like you swapped from a sniper to a shotgun, all of the ammo would be gone. Now it's actually you have 50% of the ammo you had from before, so it makes it a lot more viable to switch weapons in the middle of combat instead of losing all of your ammo at once. And of course these are all some general things. One thing that I really thought was really interesting is all the different buffs and nerfs that they made to the weapon. For example, the assault rifle was basically nerfed in every single possible way. It reduced damage, accuracy, and stability, because the assault rifles were just so powerful and they knew that they had to reduce them because they were just so powerful. The pulse rifles got a major buff, a base damage increase, stability increase, and reduced the fire rate. With the fire rate, it's really not that important, but it just basically got a huge buff. Scout rifle, you reduce base damage and fix an issue, so this one is also a nerf. So I'm assuming the pulse rifles are going to be a lot better than they were. They were really bad to begin with, and hopefully they can do some damage, as well as a lot of buffs to the hand cannons, because they were pretty useless, and it reduced the accuracy from range so that they can only be used at close range, which increases their ability to use at short range. Sniper rifle, oddly, was increased the stability range from 6 to 100% modified weapon stat. This is an interesting one because I definitely thought the sniper rifle was one of the better weapons, so the fact that they increase the amount of stuff it has, which is very interesting. As well as the fusion rifle, the charging is more reliable now. Both of these weapons were actually very powerful weapons. It's interesting to see what they're going to have in the future. As well as the shotgun were pretty overpowered, so they reduced a lot of the range per bullet range, and then just improved the networking, which basically just means how the gun works and not the randomness in the shots. HMGs are also improved networking. They just basically fixed a lot of the weird bullet effects in the game. The Sparrow is now easier to dodge while boosting, so there's this thing where you can actually, in air while you're boosting, you can actually just hit like left bumper or something and you just dodge to the side. I didn't know this for like the longest time, but it's a really cool thing. And you can dodge things a lot more easily, so you don't have to crash into rocks and rockets a lot, so it's really cool. Now, something that I definitely noticed is that there's this thing right here in the PvP general. So in the PvP realm, in the general things, they increase the amount of drops you get for the PvP wins, because they were really insignificant and basically not worth it to play multiplayer, more worth it to play the single player. And they increased the Glimmer rewards, the drop rates, the completion, get engrams. Basically, all in all, they made it a lot better to play these things and a lot more worth it to get a lot of different items, as well as fixing a lot of the medals and making them a lot better to get, as well as some additional game type fixes, but that's not really what I'm first interested in. They reduced a lot of things, like the spawning rate for pikes, interceptors, and they did a lot of things to fix the different timings behind things, but these are all very technical and not really something that you definitely want to look at. But there is stuff that you do want to look at down here in the activities. And the strike missions, they increase more Vanguard marks at higher levels. The strikes are just getting better and better, significantly better gear, and there's exploits that they fixed, and raids are condensed to 2 difficulties rather than several, and just made this a whole lot better. And there's also this weird achievement thing where they cut this achievement, uncut it, cut it, and uncut it, and then declared it immune to further cutting. I thought that was just a cute thing that they added in the game. Now here's the one thing I'm really interested in. It increased a lot of different things, as well as the things you get out of chests, but they also fixed the treasure chest Glimmer drop rate to be superiorly reduced, and the materials are added to the loot table, but that's not really that important. The Glimmer chest, I made a lot of videos during the beta of how to get Glimmer really fast, and it depended on those chests, and they definitely saw those kind of videos all over the place. They definitely fixed this, as well as having like a superior test where it's one of these chests out of like 10 chests is gonna have like a really big amount of loot, which is gonna be like a cool little thing you get every once in a while. A lot of combatant things were fixed, and hopefully they fixed the Superman glitch. I don't know if you guys seen my video before where there's this one guy, for some reason, spawns like every other time as like this invincible monster with like 100 times as much health as it usually has, and it's absolutely kind of crazy. So hopefully they finished it here. They also made the spider tank leg take a lot less damage, so you can actually destroy the leg a lot better, because that thing was just so powerful and so hard to kill. It was a lot harder to kill than that big eye, which was just ironic because the devil was supposed to be harder. But anyways, one thing I did notice over here is the bounty introduction unlock moved from level 6 to level 4, so to be able to get bounties, you can actually get them at level 4 rather than having to wait to level 6, which was an interesting thing, because I definitely realized that was annoying. And bounties can actually be sent to you upon reaching a milestone, which is pretty cool. As well as a bunch of things you can get instead. You can get some more, instead of Glimmer, you get Warning XP, a bunch of really cool things, as well as the Cryptarch rank is a lot harder to get. The guy who basically de-ranks engrams and things that like identifies them, his rank is going to be a lot harder to get, and you get a lot less rank from him for just buying his stuff. So other than that, that's pretty much the entire thing there, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much all I can say. If you guys want to go check this out, it's going to be in the description down below. All the patch notes are going to be on this page. It's a very simple thing. All you have to do is check it out and take a look at all the different specifics. I just went over the main things that I thought had the biggest effect on the game, and if you guys want to go check it out, again, in the description down below. If you guys like the video, want to leave a like on it and subscribe. We're going to make a lot of awesome Destiny content here in the future, and I'm super pumped and super hyped for Destiny, and I'm going to be amazingly awesome and pump out amazing videos. Anyways, I've been your host, Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next video.